Hello and welcome, everybody. This is going to be episode 3 of The Howling of Frankfurt. Over Discord, we have... Silence. Okay. Next, we have...
Tori as Kita.
Melina as Tommy.
Daniel as Guy.
Peter as Jack.
And, well, Mark will eventually decide that he wants to talk. He may have went to go use the restroom. We don't know. Who wants to recap?
On our last episode with our werewolf friends, we found our newest pack member, Kita, who was unfortunately attacked by, what's his name, George?
George's pack.
George's pack. It was a brutal attack. Her father dangling as a, what is it? Garu?
Pinata.
Yes, Garu.
Garu Pinata. Violently trying to escape but couldn't. Her mother not weeping actually. She was kind of like just beat up, dazed, but amazing enough, was still hanging on to dear life. All of us kind of in a pickle because we were kind of ambushed. Somehow we still made it out alive thanks to the wonderful Frankfurt PD. We were all like, scatter! Run! So we all ran. We were able to rescue the mother unit and daughter unit. And we took them back, or we're on our way taking them back to our place.
Yep.
Alright, so you guys have reached your guys' domicile. It's not too far from the TPA Park to the domicile that you guys have chosen. What is going on? You guys have... Somebody's hauling the mother over their shoulder, I'm assuming?
Yes, I am. I have the mom. I'm carrying her. Wait, are we walking back? Or are we already...
You're already there.
I'm home. Okay, so I kind of gently, quote-unquote gently, throw her over my shoulder and onto the couch. And the mother is...
Unconscious.
Unconscious. Perfect.
Hooray.
Great. We have a human knocked out laying on my couch.
And at this time, you can actually hear the sirens as they, they're getting closer.
Shoot. We weren't tracked, right? Nobody was behind us? Nobody was following?
Not that I noticed. Or should we roll for that?
No, there's no reason to roll for that. You guys didn't roll
Yeah,
anything.
Tracks like on the way back, like through mud or grass, like we're not.
Nothing like that.
Okay.
Guys, my mom looks really terrible. She needs to go to the hospital.
Should probably wait for the sirens to die down a bit.
Yeah, we need to
look good with the
I kind of peek out the window.
You're not gonna see... The sirens are getting louder, but you're not gonna see them come down to your street because West Palmer is a dead end.
Okay.
And it is a little bit further away from the TPA Park, which is where you guys are assuming the sirens are hitting because of the shotgun blast.
Okay. So, Kita's right. Her mom looks horrendous. And
she's hurt.
We have no idea how extensive her
How bad are her damages? I want to look.
How bad is her hurt?
Roll me your intelligence plus medicine.
Medicine. Oh, you have medicine, don't you?
I kind of 4 doubts in it.
No.
We're all doctors.
Anyone.
Uncertified doctors.
I could just fix it right now.
Probably.
6, 4, 7, 2, 2, 8. 1
success.
success.
That's enough. She has you can tell she obviously has a broken nose, which is going to lead to 2 black eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a fractured rib that may have punctured a lung. Her breathing
how's her breathing?
Yeah, her breathing's very, very raspy. That's why you can kind of tell that her rib's been broken, and you're guessing that a lung's probably been punctured by that.
Blood coming out of her mouth, like
not
from like bloody nose, but from
not yet.
Oh, okay.
But you can't tell if there's internal bleeding.
All right, who's the driver in our group?
We both know how to drive.
Okay, so probably one of us is gonna have to take her. Kita's gonna want to go.
Yes.
So 3 of us go take her. I don't know if George is gonna... I don't think he's dumb enough to come back. I'm sure this won't be the last of him.
Pretty sure that won't be. No.
But I don't think we have to really worry about him tonight. I'm pretty sure he's gonna want to regroup and, reevaluate.
Replan.
Yeah, which we're gonna have to do too. But for now, I think you and
Robert
are take Kita and her mom.
Okay.
And while you're at it, kind of... Actually, you know what? Yeah, no, that's good. You guys go, take her, and kind of give her a run around in the car. For some reason, car rides are always great for telling people stuff. Just give her a quick run through of what's going on, just so she can kind of gravitate and see what...
Sounds great. Can we get going now?
Is Robert down with this?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Alright?
So yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah, we'll stay back and just in case somebody...
Guard the
comes.
fort.
Yeah, guard the fort.
Careful
Alright.
loader in the car. Sure, the breathing is
Try
pretty,
not to hit too many reds.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't make a scene.
Okay.
Alright?
So we're loading her into the car now.
Okay.
Gentle.
We're gonna go ahead and follow you guys during the car ride.
It's like roads. You drop
You guys are not... It's gonna be a pretty easy drive. You guys aren't gonna have to worry about traffic, especially this time of night. There's not gonna be,
Is it daytime already?
Morning, right?
Should be like
Yeah, but-
early.
But still,
Yeah.
there's gonna be no traffic this time.
Right.
It's dark.
It's dark. It's winter time. Sun's not gonna come up for at least another couple of hours. The only thing I'm going to roll for here is your guys' luck, essentially. Bad luck. Okay.
You made that up.
No. There is a railroad track that actually splits this side of town from the hospital.
Okay.
It is a notorious issue in the town that the town is essentially almost split up into quarters by railroad tracks. There is literally no way around them, and it's a car changing section. So in other words, they'll stop, they'll back up, they'll move forward, they'll back up again as they switch out cars in the train.
Great.
So you guys are stuck at the train tracks. This is a good time for you to start talking to her. I'm assuming you're sitting in the back seat with her head on your lap or something like that.
Yeah, and...
Careful with her. Oh wait, I'm not there.
Who's driving? Is it you or...
I'll drive.
Okay, Robert, you're in the passenger seat then. Have your little scene.
Your mom awake?
No, she's bleeding, and I can't hear anything from her. We need to get through this, okay?
Alright, cool. Well, there's a train, so we can't exactly go through. But this is a good time to start explaining some things. So, as you saw, werewolves are a thing. You can't really deny that anymore.
Fine, you exist.
Yes, you are a werewolf now. I can safely presume. So after we drop off your mom and get all that stuff figured out, we're gonna have some sessions so you can learn how to be you better than you are now. Because right now, I'm sure you suck.
Excuse me. Do not.
No,
yeah, you do. You don't know how to do anything.
It's a
How long does-
traumatized
You're
donut
terrible at this.
It could be...
Could be any amount of time.
Yeah, it takes a while.
So, do you have any questions right now?
Yeah, I got a lot. Why were those guys after my family? Why did that guy shoot my dad in the head? Why do I have to start training? And why are we, not moving at all? There has to be a way to get around this.
Okay, so, first question, why were they after you? Because you're a werewolf, and they wanted you for their pack. We were watching you. We were hoping to get you in our pack before they got you in theirs. Kind of a race against time. And they had to jump on us, but hopefully we'll come out on top. Second question was... What was the second question again?
Shit, I forgot too. Why? Just
Why did they shoot your dad in the head?
Yeah, why did he shoot my dad? If they wanted me or us, it would be more It would be a lot smarter to get all of us instead of just me.
They specifically wanted you for some reason, not your dad. I don't know specifically why they didn't want your dad, but maybe they had approached him at some point and he denied them. I don't know the circumstances between... I don't know the relationship between your dad and them. Obviously it wasn't good. Mm-hmm. So they didn't want him around. Third question.
They could have felt him as a threat.
That's possible.
A threat? True.
Any werewolf that's not them is a threat. Which is a fair assumption.
What? Okay.
Third question.
This is so stupid.
Is there any way to get around a train?
I thought that was the last question.
No, the third question was
was
why the sessions?
Oh yeah, why the sessions? Because you don't know how to do anything yet. You've just changed. You don't know how to change anymore. You don't really... I would assume you don't know how to fight. You don't know any of our laws or rules or what we do even. Why we exist.
So why do I have to be a part of this?
Because you're a werewolf. It's kind of...
Dude, why do I have to be in a pack? Can't I just do my own thing? Not
Oh,
bother
sure.
anybody?
You might last a month before
It's
you're...
safer this way.
Oh my gosh. I can't just be a normal citizen, like...
No. The idea of a lone wolf is a very human notion that doesn't actually apply. An actual lone wolf in the wild does not survive very long. He's always starving. He's always scrounging for scraps. Whereas a wolf in a pack...
Always being hunted.
Yeah, he's always being hunted. Whereas a wolf in a pack is, that's his prime. He's got his buddies. They're hunting together. They're taking down bigger game. So there's just... Wolves and humans are both social creatures. And werewolves, being a blend of the two, we're social creatures. Fourth question, it's a train. We can't go through the train.
At this point, it's been about 15 minutes and the train finally moves back far enough where it's not actually blocking the road, but the arms are still down.
And I'm going through.
Thank you.
Going straight through, or are you
doing
trying...
a little swervy thing as
Okay.
best I can.
Okay, could you roll me a
No.
drive plus dexterity?
I can give you a
Roll the card.
dexterity -1 because I don't have any points in drive.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, there's right.
Yeah, drive. The drive stat is for fancy driving. Ooh, I got a 9 and a 10. That's a success. 2 successes.
You're able to easily navigate between them, and you kind of blow past downtown. It's pretty much a straight shot from the road that you were on, straight to the hospital.
Cool.
Takes
Zoom,
you maybe about 6 to 7 minutes before you get to the hospital.
Okay. So before we go into the hospital, you cannot tell anyone what you are. Cannot tell anyone what you are.
Apparently, that guy wants to kill my parents for no reason. I don't think I want to tell anyone anything else.
Good. So whatever story you come up with to explain that, and I kind of thumb to your mom, is fine as long as it doesn't involve anything like us. And, kind of, yeah.
So, I'm assuming you're going to get your mom out of the car?
Yeah, since we're here now at the hospital,
Yes,
right?
we are.
Yeah.
In
I
front of
run
the
her-
emergency doors, whatever.
Yeah, I run her into the emergency room, find a first security/emergency nurse dude.
The person at admission goes, whoa, you can't run past her. What's going on?
What does it freaking look like? My mom is hurt and she's bleeding. I need help. What the heck?
Okay. And then she gets on the intercom, she pages, a couple of orderlies come running in and they take your mom and she goes, I'm going to need you here to sign out some paperwork though.
Sure, why not? Let me hurry up and get to my mom, alright?
And she sets the clipboard. You need to fill this out first.
Alright.
It's your standard, patient admittance slip.
Blah, 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 blah.
I write down my mom's information and where we used to live.
Alright, wait here, and then she kind of disappears into the back for a second.
And I disappear out the door. Back to the car.
Right, so
Drive!
Okay, drive. You got that all taken care of?
For it.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
On your way back, you can see the train has moved forward again and is now blocking the road again.
Yeah.
Well, there's no rush anymore. So...
Let us go to you two back at the homestead.
So.
He's like, homestead?
Yeah, Yeah.
Man. Okay, so it's been, what, 10 minutes?
Since they left?
Yeah.
At least 20.
Do I hear the train?
15, 20.
Or can I hear the
Not
environment?
not from that train tracks.
Okay, well, I hope they didn't get stuck with the train.
Yeah.
You do hear another train blowing, but you know that's the train tracks right next to the house.
Okay, I really hope they didn't get hit with the train.
Yeah, but they would have been back if they're just trying to fly by and drop her off, so.
Yeah.
Unless something else happened. Hopefully not, but, so I guess what do we do when she gets back? Like, do we just say, hey, welcome to the pack?
Well, yeah, well, that's kind of what happened with you and with everybody.
Yeah, but I don't think I was so, against everything. So maybe it was a little bit different in some of our cases.
Every case is different. You know, I was talking to Dale about that, and she came from what sounds like to be an amazing home, whereas most of us came from a pretty crappy situation. So this was honestly...
Worse off for her, not better.
Yeah. Whereas for us, it was like, finally, you know, I'm out of that hellhole. For her, she was kind of dragged out of a happy, all-American home. Awesome mom, awesome dad.
So spoiled is the word you're trying to say, tactfully. Spoiled with a nice family and...
Yeah, and now she's kind of stuck. Not that we're not
No,
bad. You're a good guy.
Trying to be courteous and
right?
trying to, come on, let's go.
We're pretty
I
All
don't know.
right, it's been about an hour as you guys continue to talk. They finally show back. You can hear the car pull up after about an hour.
Finally.
So it sounds like they got stuck. The
Yeah.
hospital's less than 10 minutes away.
Yeah. So it's probably the train. I figured. I opened the door for them.
Goddamn train.
You know, I had a feeling.
Both ways.
Same train, too.
Same train. We kind of cut in between as they were changing to get her to the hospital faster, but, you know, they...
Well, I'm glad that you didn't just
She just
turn.
garroted up and pushed the train herself.
Yeah. Well, at least you were able to keep yourself composed.
we needed to get the whole car there, and it wouldn't have gotten there otherwise.
Well, the whole car. Eventually, just in multiple pieces, but the whole car would be.
So how's your character holding up? How's Kita holding up?
Tears in her eyes and just staring at the floor.
I lead her to the couch. And I go to the kitchen and I take out some steaks.
So what?
You like meat.
Oh, snacks.
I want Twinkies.
But trust
Oh,
me,
you said steaks.
you like meat. Steaks.
I heard steaks at first, then she said Twinkies, like, oh, snacks. And then she said steaks. Okay.
So I take out some steaks. So, I'm assuming you guys talked a little in the car?
I don't say anything. I just keep staring at the floor.
We tried to talk.
Yeah.
I explained what I could in a rush. You know, we're probably going to be having some like one-on-one sessions, just so we can explain some things.
Yeah.
Robert, you need to silence your phone.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
time.
So, I walk over, kind of calmly, and I sit next to Kita, and I try to slowly gesture that I'm going to touch your shoulder. This is what
Humans
This is
do.
what normies do.
This is what normies do.
Please
She's
don't
still
touch
pretty
me.
normal. I
I
pat.
think it's just 3 pats.
She's
So
not
it's
normal.
three
More than
pats.
3
Yeah.
pats, or what I've read on the Wikipedia.
Okay, Wiki says 3
Go to
pats.
WikiHow. How do you comfort someone?
Yeah, answers, please.
3 pats. And only 3 pats.
Mhm.
Same with belly rubs for cats.
Consecutive pats.
I know that I'm sure Jack kind of told you that life as you once knew it is pretty much no more. There will be no contact, no real contact with your mom, who I hope is okay. Well, it looks like your dad didn't survive. What that
I
was.
look up at her. You're very bad at this.
Bad at what?
Comforting.
I'm not trying to comfort you. I'm trying to get you to realize and accept that this is your new reality now. And it sucks. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to sugarcoat it and make you feel like everything's going to be fine and dandy, because that would be a bold-faced lie. However, you are now stronger and faster, and you are going to look pretty good for a very long time.
I already looked.
Also, at this time, you kind of look up at the bookcase and you see a snail sitting on top of the bookcase with a weeping willow tree coming out of its shell. And it's kind of eyeing you. Its eye stalks are kind of turning from side to side as it examines you from different angles.
I'm going crazy.
Why?
Does anyone else see that?
Oh, Roots?
Snail?
Roots.
Yeah, that's
It's been there the whole time.
My parents has died and now I'm going crazy.
You're not going crazy.
I'm seeing snails, man. I'm seeing snails.
Snails exist.
I shouldn't have drank that expired Mountain Dew.
I
Mountain Dew doesn't ever expire, you know that. I'm a doctor.
We'll kill whatever tries to invade it.
That's why I know so much about pharmaceuticals.
So this is Traveling Roots. Your other new ability is you are able to see and somewhat interact
Somewhat, well,
with spirits.
somewhat see, but interact, yeah.
Yeah.
Somewhat
with
see, someone
spirits.
interact.
You know how in those movies some can see,
Psychics and those cheap gypsy ladies that try to read your palm.
You're not a cheap gypsy though. You can actually see spirits.
I eyeball Traveling Roots to just tilt
He
my head
eyeballs
to
you
the
back,
side.
essentially.
This is weird, man.
Yeah, it takes some getting used to. I forgot how weird this is.
Yeah.
There's a snail with a tree on it.
So, I think first order of business, we might want to induct her now?
Okay.
If
Abduct?
I'm
You're
already
already
here.
already done that.
You're not
Abduct.
abducted.
It's, well, like I said in the car, lone wolves are generally not going to do so hot in the long and short in any kind of run.
Oh, let me guess. She wanted to be.
Once she found out, she's not excited about being a werewolf, I don't think, but I just want to live a normal life, no pack, just be a lone wolf. Yeah, that's not gonna fly.
I can't be okay just being on my own, not interacting or messing with any other pack. It seems like that's not an option because everyone wants you to join their little clique, like high school.
Yeah.
The strong survive.
It's
Bundle up.
for protection.
Apparently.
Traveling Roots kind of tells you guys that if she's going to be a viable member of the pack, she needs to know some things first.
Yes. So that would be the individual sessions. It's a bit of training so you can learn how to do what we do.
For that, however, we'll wait till tomorrow. I'm sure we all need to rest and call it a night. We had a very long night.
Do you have anything you want to...
What day is it?
It would be Saturday.
Saturday. Oh, good. We can
Probably
sleep in.
like 10 or 11 in the morning at this point.
Give or take, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, then yeah. So,
Is there anything Robert wants to add?
Not really. He's been all this time writing in his little notebook that he carried with him.
Watch. Always watch.
Yeah, he's a real, I don't know, nerd.
He takes notes.
Yeah, he does. He's weird like that.
Alright, so you guys are all going to retire for the night?
Yeah, or morning.
Okay, so Daniel, Keita, and Roger, you guys all share the two rooms upstairs as your
You mean
bedroom.
Guy and Robert?
Guy.
You're right. And then you
Also, who is this Roger you keep speaking of?
Is it your alter ego?
Robert.
I said Robert that time.
The second time.
The two of you share the downstairs bedroom.
Okay.
Alright, so you guys sleep for about 6 hours. You guys already know it was like around 4 a.m. when you guys went to bed, 4 or 5 a.m., so now it's midday, essentially.
We all assume that we ate whatever I was
Yes.
cooking. Okay.
No, the house burned down.
Now let's go ahead and clear that.
Yes.
Another house burned. This time, negligence.
Alright, so you guys wake up around the same time. The three of them groggily make their way down the stairs. You two make your way into the kitchen. That's kind of where you guys all meet up. Because the stairs lead into the kitchen, you guys have to walk through the kitchen to get to the living room.
Okay. So we're all awake.
Yes.
What time is it?
As stated, it's midday.
Midday. Okay.
11 a.m., 12 p.m.
Okay.
I start making coffee for everyone.
Coffee. I love coffee.
Does coffee work, by the way?
Do not drink coffee and then change into a wolf.
So as human, it works.
Okay.
Okay.
But you would have the same effect as a dog actually drinking coffee.
Which is...
If you transformed into a wolf.
Get hyper?
So heartbeat. Brrr.
Yes. Heart could explode.
So I shouldn't
Oh,
drink
wow.
Mountain Dew, my medicine.
As Kita's brewing it, I kind of
Is it decaf?
I start giggling because I start remembering the time Jack drank it and decided to see what it was like.
At the wolf.
It was interesting. I could not stop moving.
Yeah, that's quite funny.
Because if I did, I would die.
I felt I would die if I stopped moving, yes.
What if you transfer back into a human?
You know what? Let's not find out.
I mean,
You can experiment on your own if you want there, guy.
Wait, let me go find the contractor's numbers before we do this.
Get our deposit back.
Oh man, I start sipping on the coffee and I look at the giant hole.
That's a hole.
We haven't fixed it yet.
Well, it's been like 6 hours, so
Yeah.
I mean, you can't really...
I forgot all about that.
You have no idea about the hole.
I know, I'm metagaming right now.
Is it the door or the wall?
It's the
It's
wall,
a
right?
Wall.
The back
Yeah,
wall.
it's the back.
Is it for the kitchen or for the living room?
It's the kitchen, right?
No, it would be the back porch area, so the room behind your guys' room.
Oh, okay.
But nobody, like, neighbors can't see it, right?
The people that live behind you across the alleyway would be able to see the hole. If you hand me the blue notebook
She didn't run
there.
through their house?
No, she did not.
Luckily not.
Oh wow, I heard the donut man. Donut.
Oh, but your character doesn't know yet?
Oh no, I don't know.
Right?
Yeah.
We didn't tell
No.
her. Okay.
She would not.
So I start sipping on my coffee, and I
Living room,
look at the giant
kitchen,
hole and start trying to
staircase
think,
up,
okay, how are we going to
Hallway,
fix this?
your guys' bedroom, closet,
I need to get a job.
laundry
So I can-
room.
I was called the contractor.
This is
I know a guy. I know his daughter.
bathroom.
What?
No.
Robert, how do you know
Kinda
his
like
daughter?
a little closet
Yeah, how
area.
do you
She's
know
not a
his
contractor.
Wait, you
The
know
back
his
room I'm
daughter?
talking about.
Okay.
She went
Robert,
through the wall.
I'm talking to you.
And then this
Answer the
is
question,
upstairs.
Now we're going to start
One
taking
big
notes.
room. It has a step up.
Okay.
Big closet, and then the
Still no
second room.
answer.
If you want to explain that to everybody else.
There's the floor plan.
Should I use money or should I just?
Alright, so you guys are trying to figure out how to repair that.
Well, we're trying to find out how Robert knows his contractor's daughter.
What?
Robert.
Yeah, Robert.
Is that really?
Well, that's what we were talking about. Well,
I mean, we go to the same school, so I know her that way.
okay.
Okay.
That
yeah.
makes more sense. The way you worded it was a little bit not.
Yeah, if
sounded
you're
like
gonna
that.
start having special friendships, you know, we need to know.
Yeah.
You know about my special friendship already, right?
Yeah. How is Claire? by the way?
She's doing all right. She's taking their medicine. I told her, just do what they tell you. You'll be out soon.
You know, if it was up to me, I'd just break her out.
That just complicates things.
Yeah, but it'll fix the problem right away.
It's
She.
it's a band-aid on the problem. The wound is still there.
Yeah, then you
I
just
like
rip
the
off the
living room.
Band-Aid and rub some
This
dirt on
back
it.
area
As they're
with the back
talking, I
porch,
stare
this
at
kinda
them in
gridded
question
area that's, like,
Curiosity.
I
Like,
look
that makes
over,
sense.
I notice her looking, oh, Claire's his girlfriend, I guess.
You have a girlfriend in jail?
Not in jail. She's in the psych ward of the hospital.
Yes.
You know how you saw Traveling Roots and you were like, taken aback?
Yeah.
Well, lucky for you, you
didn't
have
tell
us.
anybody.
You have us to kind of show you the ropes. Claire, unfortunately, did not have that.
Mm.
Yeah.
And well, of
And
course,
she's had spirits following her for as long as she can remember.
yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
And she's been able to see them for as long as she can remember.
So, poor Claire, poor Wall. We better fix that before our neighbors start
Asking questions.
asking
Can we
questions.
call somebody?
Robert,
Let me go make a phone call and I'll get it done.
alright, thank you. Please keep
Uh-huh.
questions to a minimal.
Ooh, so that means no money then. Alright, got it.
Huh?
Huh?
Cheap labor.
Yes!
Cheap
Go to
labor.
the Home Depot.
There is no Home Depot in Frankfurt.
What about Lowe's?
You're right.
No.
Ace?
No.
What do you have?
Hardware stores. Probably just a generic.
Do you have any kind of
Oh,
lumberyard?
Family.
Kramer.
All American.
Framers.
It's called Kramer's.
All American.
Okay.
It's
Oh.
near IGA.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just right there down in Frankfurt Ave.
I'll show you guys where it is
Okay.
later, but
It's not particularly important, but
Alright, so we're gonna get the wall fixed. Well, should your transformation lessons probably better in a place secluded?
yes, that's generally
Yeah.
what we try to do anyway.
Hey, we're surrounded by at a game. We're surrounded by woods or anything.
houses.
Houses.
We're in a town.
Right.
City, but
City.
it's a town.
But I'm pretty sure there's still like
Foresty areas?
foresty areas, right?
Yeah, there's something I saw on the map.
Or something.
There's some woods, but it's mostly cornfields and soybean fields around it.
How tall is the corn plants?
It's winter.
Oh.
No.
Oh. I think it was that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I would prefer in game. I would prefer you guys not to do it
In the house.
my poor kitchen and living room.
Plus we have that
My
big
coffee
old
table.
hole where people can just kind of. What's going on in there?
Yeah, well, if anything, I'll just say there was a gas leak.
We might.
Exploded.
Whatever.
Yeah,
Make it work.
People will listen to anything. Anyway, we need to find a place where you guys can practice.
There's some. There is a kind of weird little road that leads to like a little radio tower that there's nobody actually in the radio tower. It's just a radio tower, and it's kind of hidden by a bunch of trees that could be useful.
Okay.
Video killed the radio
Alright,
star.
So
Yeah, we'll just go up to the radio tower. There's hardly anybody ever there.
Okay. Well, I think we could probably all go. Robert, did you get a chance to make an appointment with our wall fixing friend?
Well, ma'am.
I sent her a text. Now she just had to wait for her to get back to me.
Alright, well, I'm assuming it's not going to be fixed today, so let's do the sessions today. And we can take Reggie.
Speaking of that little dog, where is Meister Hops?
Sir Reginald all of a sudden looks over at Mom like, "Help me!" and runs.
What's wrong with your
What?
dog?
Reggie, he gets excited. Come on, Reggie, we're gonna go for a road trip.
My eye twitches.
I'm sure Mr. Hops, was it? I forget his name. Anyway. I don't know.
His bunny
His
rabbit.
bunny.
You have a bunny?
His stuffed
Sorry, I
bunny.
His stuffed bunny.
Yeah.
Oh,
Remember?
no.
That he's
Oh.
had for a very long time, since childhood.
Somehow it was one of the few things that survived the plane crash.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So he holds it dear, and Reggie just sometimes likes
To play with it, I
Yeah.
assume.
Chew.
Yes,
Okay.
that explains all the patches across it.
All right. So is it just going to be the two of you, Jack
No,
and?
Everybody.
Oh, everybody.
Okay.
All right.
Trip.
All right. It takes you maybe like
Yeah.
5 minutes to get there.
Oh, wow, that's close.
Yeah. There's pretty much only one row which you guys have kind of parked the car sideways to help kind of block the entrance. And you guys go further back. You guys see the little shack with the giant radio tower. But you can tell that the shack is literally just used for when they have to do repairs on the tower. It is empty.
Empty. Excellent.
Perfect.
Just how we like it.
Alright, open the door.
Well,
Reggie
it's...
kind of. Well, the car.
Oh, the car. Okay.
I open the car door. Reggie comes out. I take off the leash and everything.
Reggie, keep watch.
And then
Reggie immediately just starts to go and run around and play.
And I
Good job, Reggie.
And
I believe in you.
and I will go Erhan
To go play with Reggie.
to go play with Reggie.
She's gonna go play with Reggie, alright?
Okay.
What the heck? Why does she just randomly change?
He also likes to have fun.
Yeah, you've seen this before. So,
Is there anyone trying to attack us?
No, we're going to show you how to do that. Because you can do that too. BT dubs.
Uh-huh.
So we're going to go up further down the road where nobody can see us.
Kind of go behind the shed.
Behind the shed.
You see her and Reggie bounding and leaping, kind of, gently nipping at each other, as dogs do.
I stare at it with immediate confusion and a slight hint of joy.
Okay. So,
That's the first time I've seen her smile.
yes.
Hey, what can you do to her?
She's accepting.
We should all play with Reggie as a
Pack. Alright.
Good.
Alright.
Bonding.
So, the way it was explained to me, same explanation. I want you to picture in your mind, there's a river. You're on the shore, okay?
Okay.
And there's a river running. There's a whirlpool in the middle, and then the shore on the other side. Just bear with me. It works.
Okay.
So, as you picture this river, and you step into the water, now, you're on the shore, human Hishu, as it's called in the first tongue. We'll teach you that later. You're on this side of the shore, you're human. As you...
One moment. When he says Hishu, your brain instinctively translates it to human.
Oh, cool. New language.
Yeah.
Tea.
Cool that way.
It's cool.
So, I want you to step into the water.
I don't know how to swim.
That's why you
Jack
step, not
pauses for
jump.
a moment. There's no actual river. This is in your head.
I don't want to draw in my mind. I'm going to go crazy.
Stop. Do as I say, and we'll get through this. Step into the water mentally, and so between the shore and the whirlpool is Dalu, the near human. So I show her transform. Big. Well, I mean, bones elongate, muscle expands, and I'm, that many times bigger.
Is it helpful? Near human. Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I want you to try this.
Much hairier, too.
Much hairier, yes. This is Dalu. So now I want you to try it. So you step in your mind. You step into the river.
Okay, I look curiously at the river and I take a few shuffles towards it.
This is mental. There's no
In
actual...
my mind.
Yes.
Yeah.
In my mind. This is in my mind.
Your body begins to shift. It's painful.
Oh my gosh, I don't like this!
It's not extreme pain, though. It's more like... Let's say you had spent 7 hours at the gym, like, just going full ham on deadlifts and leg presses. That, and then the next day. That's how your body feels as it starts to shift.
Pain.
You can kind of feel... You can hear your bones snap in some scenarios. But within a couple of seconds, everything kind of re-solidifies. And as you look down, your hands are much larger and have claws at the end. You are almost looking him in the eye. So you've grown in height as well.
This is cool but creepy at the same time. Look at my nails!
I know, right?
Can I paint them? I want to paint my nails.
I mean,
this will be a very pretty
you can
green.
paint them.
You probably could paint them, but
I don't like
that's-
being hairy. I will look cute in a dress.
that you don't really have a choice in non-hair or haired.
My
I'm flexing my
Tommy
claws
kind of
and
goes.
Yeah.
Whimpers.
Reginald immediately leaps on top of your back and gets your ear and starts tugging.
I go, nah, open my mouth wide,
All right.
trying to get it.
So, as I said, this form is Dalu. You're bigger, you're stronger, you're tougher, you're faster. You're a badass.
I was already that, but okay.
You're even more badass.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, look at the bottom ability of Dalu.
The bottom line.
Down.
This right here?
Yeah.
Yep. Look at
These
the very last one.
Badass. Are you serious? This is on here?
Yes.
Yes, that's an actual ability.
It's just a little reminder
Yeah.
when you turn into that.
What?
So, you'll use this form in general fighting with other things that preferably aren't human.
What else is out there other than us?
Other than us, there are many
And that-
things.
Ghost snail.
It's not a ghost, actually. That's a different thing entirely. That's a spirit.
Traveling Roots kind of nods like, this is a bag of worms.
Yes, that's a different thing. We'll get into that later. Right now, we're doing forms.
Okay.
So, I'm explaining what you are. So, you'll use this form, general urban area fights. You don't want people to look too closely at you when you're in this form. The normal people, they can't really comprehend exactly what we are. So they kind of lose their mind sometimes. It's generally an inconvenience.
See?
Yes. Yes.
For this form.
So yeah, if you're in a tussle with, say, another werewolf or something else that's not human, you could use this form and be fine. If you're in, say, a dark alleyway, it's nighttime, they can't see you very well, you could fight other humans with this. It's fine. As long as they don't get a clear look at you. Now,
Baggy clothes are definitely your best friend.
yes.
Sweatpants.
Now, back to your mind's eye, the river. This is very important.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to listen very closly. I want you to go around the whirlpool. We're not going inside the whirlpool yet. Do not go inside the whirlpool right now. Go around the whirlpool.
Or we all die.
Bad stuff happens. I'll explain that at the end. So we're going around
I start skipping around, having fun with the puddles.
in your head. That's fine. So I'm going to go into Urshul.
And that is the...
Skip one.
Yes.
Okay.
Look at this and think of it as your river.
Yeah, that's what
The whirlpool in the center is what he's telling you to avoid. So, yes, he's skipping one because he's going around it.
Okay.
So yes. So I transform. Bones snap, rearrange to not human-like anymore. I am a giant wolf now.
Horse-sized.
Ooh, I copy him.
Reggie kind of has a horrified look on his face.
I like him.
Because he's still on your back, right?
Okay.
So, question. As Urshul, we can somewhat speak and understand other...
It's mostly first tongue. You can understand.
Right. So I can still go on with my explanation to her.
It's just, you're going to be speaking first tongue.
Right. I'm not going to actually speak first tongue, because I don't know it.
And you naturally know this language.
So
Yes.
it just sounds like your brain's just auto-translating it. Like, if you were really proficient with the language, how your brain would just auto-translate everything.
Yeah.
That's what it's doing.
So are you going...
Yeah, I start skipping around the little whirlpool.
You don't need to go around. Just go to the other side of the whirlpool.
Okay.
Once
Skip,
again,
skip,
you
skip.
feel your body begin to shift and change. Bones crack. Your body, and then all of a sudden you realize you're no longer bipedal. You no longer have 2 legs. You have 4. You have a snout. You're smelling smells that you've never smelled before. You can see things that you can see each blade of grass as it moves. You can smell the meat department of IGA, which is a couple of miles away.
Smells delicious.
So, I can't really do much of a voice for this, but this form, you're even stronger, you're even tougher, you're even faster. This one will definitely cause insanity, lunacy in people, normal people, if they see it. So, you don't want to use this form when you're around other humans. This is for chasing big things that we need to take down. It's for harrying, taking swipes as it's running, because we are very fast like this.
Okay.
And it's really good for breaking bones. Trust me, it's very good for breaking bones. Was there anything else that Urshel does that I could explain? Not really. It's like I said, it's good for chasing big things.
For
fast
herring.
thing. Yeah.
Hunting.
Harrying, hunting, yes. Now, so continuing across the river, go on to the far side of the shore from where you were. So
Okay.
go onto the shore. I do the same into Urhan.
You feel your body noticeably contract as you do this. You get smaller and smaller. No, outside of shrinking, nothing else really happens. Your bones don't have to rearrange themselves any. They just shrink proportionally down. And then you realize you're about the same height as Tommy now.
Oh my gosh, Tommy, look at me! I'm so fluffy!
Oh my
You
goodness.
don't hear... You don't speak, though. You hear yipping come from your mouth as you try to speak. Like a wolf would.
Okay.
Would we still understand each other?
Yes. You,
Okay.
So,
So it's-
in that case, Guy and Robert, if they haven't transformed,
They just hear wolves yipping at each other.
Yeah.
Who they keep it at? These
So
yips.
I continue with my yipping at Kita. So this is the Urhan, the normal wolf. Yeah. You don't have a cell phone in your paws, so.
but she's showing you how
Yeah,
she
I know,
looks.
I know.
Really awesome.
So this form, like the human form, is for blending. Because you look like a normal wolf, you're not going to really arouse any supernatural suspicion other than, why is there a wolf in the neighborhood?
Cause some alarm.
You're not quite as strong as the Urshel, the big wolf. You're a little stronger than Dalu. Actually, no, you're about the same. No, you're not. So yeah, this form is about the same strength as your human form. You don't have much extra strength. You are almost as fast as Urshel. So this is good for an urban chase. If you're chasing something through a crowd, you could use this and be fine. As you can probably tell, you have a very good sense of smell and hearing now. So it's really good for tracking as well.
Cool.
So
You are, by all intensive purposes, a wolf.
I got a tail!
yes, your tail is wagging.
And I start jumping around in a circle.
This is why dogs chase their tails.
Start rolling around in the grass.
Reggie bulldozes you.
I start chasing Reggie.
Yeah, I
I'm
agree.
recording all this on my phone.
This one is pretty fun, I'll give you that.
I pick him up with my mouth. I'm just playing with him like a little doll.
Now this one, the one we skipped, is a little more complicated. I'm going to switch back into Hishu. So, back across the river, avoiding the middle.
I drop Reggie and I go back with
Yeah.
Jack.
Are you changing back to human as well?
So, wait.
Yeah, human.
Yeah, I go back to human.
Okay.
So, I skipped over the whirlpool because, one, it's extremely dangerous. It's not something you would do in just like an everyday thing. It's for emergencies. It's if you really need something to die, or you really need to not die.
If you want, go ahead and make me a composure check to see if you're composed enough to do what...
If I try it?
Yeah.
That will make us get any kind of... If we see
No. Because I'm allowing him to do this just for demonstration purposes.
Mm-hmm.
If he's able to succeed in this, you may also burn a point of willpower.
I think I will, because I've only got 2 composure.
Oh, wow.
So willpower gives you an extra 3 dice, by the way. And
Yeah.
I'll erase
And basically satisfying your blood or bone will restore it.
Real quick, I want to see if I notice him thinking, at least considering changing.
You can see that he's thinking about it, but you can see he visibly calms down because he realizes he probably couldn't control it.
Okay. Exactly. I want to take measures just to make sure.
Yeah. See,
Yeah, I
I
tried. I have 4.
Yeah.
I have 3.
Do you want to burn
I'm
a
gonna
point of
show
willpower
good
for
dog.
this?
Well, I wanted
How
to,
many?
but I'm
I
not
get?
composed enough.
An extra.
Extra 3.
I guess I'll try as well.
Well, just...
I have 4. Oh.
Let's
One
see if
at
one
a
of us...
time.
Make sure to mark that you've burnt a point of willpower.
Yes, I can do that as well.
Anyway, so I'm gonna roll 3, 6, 7 dice right now because I don't want to.
You just don't
Take this.
Well, that's.
I got 1, 2, 3.
Where's it there?
Is
That's
that
a
6 or
six.
9?
Yeah.
Okay.
Reroll the 10.
Reroll that one. What's my grip?
And 3. No, so 2.
Okay. You're reasonably sure you can control it, so you see her body grow. You hear bones snapping. She grows even taller than he was in Dalu. She's 7 feet tall. She has the face of a wolf, and her body is kind of hunched over. Her hands are gigantic claws. She looks like the werewolf of legend that you've heard of in stories.
Like if you were to watch a werewolf movie?
The Van
Thing in
Helsing.
your phone.
Yes. This is the quintessential werewolf.
You very quickly shift back, though.
Just the temporary thing.
Almost lost it there, guys.
Woosa.
Okay.
Thank you, Tommy.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. That's in the whirlpool. Like I said, it's for emergencies. If you really, really need somebody to die, or if you really, really don't want to die yourself. You have extreme strength, extreme durability. You are just... You will heal so fast.
You are a monster.
Yes, you are legit a monster.
You may end up naked in Vegas.
I've heard stories.
So have I. Things happen afterward, like you're just miles, hundreds of miles away.
I look at him with curiosity. Okay.
It's just stories I've heard.
Yeah.
Now, where do our clothes go when we transform? I don't know. That's something I'm not sure of.
They just, you know... Oh.
She has
They
clothes
merge
on,
with
right?
you. Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I stated.
They merge with you, essentially.
Okay.
So.
Most
We'll
movies
say.
state that, your clothes rips off.
Twilight.
So,
I should probably also explain triggers. Now,
Hashtag trigger.
Caruth as well.
Caruth, yes. Especially Caruth. I don't know what yours is, but there are some things that will just set you off. It's different for each person. When I was younger, when I had first changed, if I just saw like the moon and the sky certain months, I would just snap like they do in the movies.
Jeez, man.
Yeah. I've mostly gotten okay at not doing that, but if something happens,
Things
then-
happen.
Yeah, things happen. So I don't know what yours is. We need to figure it out at some point. I don't exactly know how, but we need to figure it out. That way we can plan for it and against it.
Yep.
So what it will do, if you encounter your trigger, you will just have this very, very irresistible urge to just kill something. When it first, starts taking a hold, you can sort of control it. You might be able to snap out of it. It's either way. You
memories,
will
right?
you will immediately change. You will go Dalu, like instantly. Just you don't have a choice. You're you're Dalu or you're Urshel, and you're attacking something. You really need to calm down when this happens, because if you don't, if you stay and you start, giving in, or you're not able to rein it in, you will immediately fall into what we call Caruth, the death rage. You will turn into the Garu, the big wolf, and you will go on a rampage for I don't know how long. You will kill whatever you see, friend and foe alike. It's extremely dangerous.
Yeah.
So, I don't know how, but we'll need to figure out what yours is and plan around it and help you with that.
Okay.
So those are the basic, those are the forms, those are the things you can do. Now, if you want to change the image in your head from the river, that's fine. You do picture it however you want to picture it, as long as it has the effect of changing.
Okay.
That's just how I was taught, so it stuck with me.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Question, comments, concerns.
Well, I probably have annoyed you guys. I do like to thank you, in the least, for at least keeping me alive out of all of this. But I do want to tell you guys one thing. I'm gonna kill that guy that shot my dad. And I would like your help with that.
I understand your
I
anger.
want him dead.
I understand
Point
your
noted.
anger. We've all had a similar anger aimed at someone or something. It's generally we don't want to kill other werewolves. It's a taboo we have. It goes way back. The people, the werewolves, don't kill the people, don't murder the people.
Just like humans have their rules and laws and regulations, so do we.
He killed my dad just because they wanted me. What's so special about me? I don't know.
You're a
My mom's in a
You're a
hospital.
Yeah.
That's it.
I totally believe that there's more than just me out there for some reason. Okay, there has to be more than enough werewolves for him to go find.
We are not. We are not
We are not the majority.
everywhere.
Traveling Roots kind of gives the suggestion that it may have been really to keep the fact that you guys already had every single auspice covered except for the half moon, which there are legends that means the pack, when they have all the auspices together, are blessed by Luna herself.
Gotta catch them all.
But either way, at the end of this, I want him dead. He's going to die.
I have a feeling that we will run into him again. And if that is the case, there will be blood. And hopefully more of theirs than ours. However, at this point in time, your main priority and goal is to learn the new you, so to speak, and to get used to this new life. When the time comes and we will meet up with him again, we will see what Mother Luna has in store for us.
Also, at this time, everybody that has a cell phone, you get an alert stating that on the side of the town that's closest to the high school and the middle school, there has been a drive-by shooting and people are advised to be looking out for a specific vehicle.
What vehicle?
It's a 1987 Pontiac.
Is that our vehicle?
No.
Okay. Wanted to be
No,
sure.
it's literally a drive-by shooting that had just happened.
Okay.
Huh, we don't get too many of those in our town.
That is weird.
This part of town is outside of your guys' territory. By far. It's really far from you guys.
Question, out of game. Does that town have its own pack as well? Has that area been claimed?
It is relatively close to where the Ivory Claws are, the particular pack you were facing, but it's still not, it's not in their direct control. It's kind of in Freeman's area, so to speak.
Okay.
It's not like, I wouldn't even say their territory borders on it, but they would be the closest.
Okay. Do you guys think it's weird enough for us to go scout out? I mean...
Even if it's just a normal thing, you know how stuff like that affects the shadow, the hissel.
Yeah.
What?
She knows nothing about that.
I'm talking to her.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying that your character thinks, oh, she knows nothing about that. Might want to...
Oh, I mean,
Sure
I
thing.
mean, it's going to...
it'll come up.
Everything is going to take time to explain. So...
Some things we'll explain as we go along. Oh, also, silver. Silver hurts.
Yeah, they did get that right in the movies.
Yeah.
That does.
It hurts them more than it hurts us, but it still hurts.
How come that guy was twirling a silver knife in my face?
I just explained why. Silver hurts.
Doesn't mean they can't take the pain.
He was wearing gloves.
He was
too.
wearing gloves so he could hold it. Normally it would hurt him if just to hold it, but he had gloves on, so he's a pansy like that.
Unwritten rule, we don't normally carry silver
Did she
fight
take up the
with
silver
Silver.
knife? Did I remember that correctly?
Yeah, I did.
Do you have it on you now?
No.
Okay. Just one.
Is that the truth or is that a lie?
Hmm?
Because you need to roll if it's a lie.
No, I don't actually. Well, it's the truth because I don't have it on me right now.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
So, just a quick explanation. Silver, like killing werewolves, is another taboo for us. It does... No, it works. Like, flat out, it works. And because it works, werewolves don't... Forsaken us, we choose not to use it. It's like... It's not like bringing a gun into a school and shooting up the school. It's not like that at all. It's like bringing in a tactical nuke into a school and blowing it up. You're not there for a fight. You're not there for, fair game. You're there just to kill. That's it.
So, like
Wanton
how you described
murder.
that one change when you just lose control and just snap.
It's even more than that, because this is a general taboo. There's nothing preventing you from shooting up a school, but it's a taboo. It's against the law. There's nothing preventing you from slitting another werewolf's throat with silver, but it's a taboo. It's a law. So they don't follow that law for the most part.
I'll keep it in mind.
Keep it in mind.
So you guys want to go check out where the drive-by is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. Well, this is a good point to just go ahead and wrap this up for today. It has been Ian, the storyteller. Over Discord, we have...
Mark is Robert.
Tori as Kita.
Melina as Tommy.
Daniel as Guy.
Peter is Jack.
And we will catch you all on the flip side.
Bye.
Babble.